How's it going, everyone? Chris here, and welcome back to another Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield leak discussion video. In today's video, we are actually going to be talking about a potential new leak which claims that we are going to actually be able to explore 2 new regions in both Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. However, as always, and I cannot stress this enough, we have no idea if this leak is true or not, so make sure you guys take it with a grain of salt and realize that I'm talking about this just for fun. If you'd like to read along while I talk, you can find a link to the original post in the description bar down below. And now, with all that out of the way, I have to tell you guys where all this new information comes from. So guys, this leak was sent in to me by one of my subscribers on my Discord server, and if you guys haven't already joined up, I highly recommend you do so. As of now, we have over 3,200 members always talking about Pokemon Generation 8, as well as Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and if you guys ever want to send me anything like a leak or anything like that, there is the best place to do so. You can find a link to it in both the description as well as the pinned comment. Now, the leak that we are going to be taking a look at today comes from GameRant.com, and it is a bunch of brand new information. So guys, with all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at this brand new leak. So guys, like I said, this leak comes from GameRant.com, and it is titled Rumor Patrol. Pokemon Sword and Shield may feature 2 regions. It starts by saying, not too long ago, Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield were officially announced by Nintendo. Rumors, speculation, and memes have run rampant since then, with one example being the Armored Evolution leak. Now, a new rumor has surfaced to imply that the Gen 8 Pokemon game will actually feature 2 regions. Based on some in-game lore, real-world relationships, and small similarities, many are thinking that Kalos, the Pokemon region of X and Y, will feature alongside the new Galar region in Pokemon Sword and Shield. A lot of this has to do with Kalos being based on France and Galar being based on Great Britain, but there are a few details making people believe that this is the case. There's no doubt the relationship between France and Great Britain is a complicated one, with the 2 countries sharing a history of war, conquest, and alliances, and in Pokemon X and Y, the story revolves around an event known as the Kalos War 3,000 years prior. The Kalos War saw AZ receive eternal life and the ultimate weapon be created. Due to the fraught history of real-world Great Britain and France, many believe that this war was fought between Kalos and Galar. Furthermore, Melmetal, a new Pokemon presumably from the Galar region, was last seen during the same time period. Another leak teased that Meltan would have an important role in Pokemon Sword and Shield, so it's possible that these 2 ideas are somehow connected. Then, there are certain details about Pokemon X and Y that further supports the 2-region theory. For instance, there are similar cave structures that could be connected because of railroad tracks. Given that there was a train in X and Y that did not go anywhere, and one featured in the Sword and Shield announcement, this theory could be true. There is also a port on the west side of Kalos, with a port town visible on the east side of Galar, making travel between the 2 not seem like such a stretch. If this proves to be the case, and Pokemon Sword and Shield does feature both Galar and Kalos, it would not be an unprecedented move, as it would be the 2nd game in the franchise to do so. Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal included the original Kanto region alongside the Johto region as a way to showcase the power of the Game Boy Color, so perhaps Nintendo plans to do this again for the forthcoming Switch title. So now that we've gone over the entire post, let's talk about it a little bit. Now, if you guys have been watching my Pokemon Generation 8 rumor and leak discussion videos for a while now, then you guys already know that I definitely believe that we are going to be able to travel to at least one other region in these games. Similar to the Game Boy Color, what they did with Pokemon Gold and Crystal, I have a feeling that they are going to show off the Switch's hardware capabilities because it's just much stronger than the 3DS. Now, they could have been doing stuff like this on the 3DS where you could travel other regions and stuff like that, but considering that this is a brand new region on a brand new console, it just makes a ton of sense for them to do something like this. Now, originally, before we knew about Pokemon Sword and Shield, I thought that the very first Pokemon Switch game, besides Let's Go, was going to give you the ability to travel to every single different region, but it does make sense that they are only going to do one for right now, and then maybe later on down the road they're going to do every single region, maybe for the 10th generation of Pokemon games, just to show you the history throughout. Now, it would make sense if they decided to go with the Kanto region as the other region that you could travel through, just because, once again, they already have all of the Kanto region assets completely done since they made Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, so it would be simple enough for them to just copy and paste it into Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. However, since this game is based on Great Britain, and a lot of people really want to know what happened in the Great Pokemon War, it does make a lot of sense for us to go back to Kalos. Now, I assume that what's going to happen in these games, if we do end up getting to go back to Kalos, is we are going to learn some of the history of the Great Pokemon War. Now, we have no idea when this game takes place, and for all we know, maybe one of the things that happens during these games is it did take place 3,000 years ago, and you are going to be a part of the Great Pokemon War between Kalos and the Galar region. Once again, this is all just rumors and speculation, but it would make a lot of sense if we did get to see some snippets of the war, just because, once again, it's something that a lot of people, including myself, really want to learn more about. Now, for older Pokemon fans like myself, this would be a dream come true. Instead of taking down an evil organization like Team Rocket or Team Magma or any of them, it would be super cool if we got to end up fighting in a war with our Pokemon on our sides. Now, one of the reasons why I think this may end up happening is because of the Armored Evolution leak. Now, why would a Pokemon armor evolve? Obviously, when you wear armor, it's because you were going to fight against another person or some kind of entity in games or something like that, so it would make a lot of sense if you put armor on your Charizard or your Greninja or a Pokemon like that, so that way you could use them in the war against a bunch of other Pokemon. Now remember, just keep in mind that this is all speculation, and part of the reason I don't think the Pokemon Company is actually going to end up doing this is because I don't think they want to raise their age rating. Now, I understand they got away with it in Pokemon X and Y because it was just mentions of a war. You didn't really see any battles or anything like that. And they might not do this because they, once again, don't want to raise their age rating. If there is a war and you have a 10-year-old or however old you are in these Pokemon games fighting in a war, that's definitely going to raise your age rating to at least T for teen, even though it's like cartoon violence and it's just a bunch of animals fighting against each other. Now, I don't think that Pokemon is going to go down this path because I don't think they want to raise their age rating any higher than E for everyone, because then they'd be like exiling a couple of the younger players, but I do think that this is possible if they keep it in a very cartoony fashion. However, even if we don't get a very good look at the Pokemon War or anything like that, I do definitely believe that we are going to be able to explore two different regions. Once again, I do think that this is because this is the big HD Switch Pokemon game we have all been waiting for. Now, I understand some people are going to argue that Pokemon Let's Go is the big HD region we were all waiting for, but this is the brand new Generation 8 game. So, even if we don't get to see anything about the Pokemon War, because once again, age ratings and stuff like that, it would make sense if we, at the very least, got to travel to the Kalos region and got to explore there, catch new Pokemon and stuff like that. I mean, they did it for Pokemon Crystal, Gold, and Silver, so why wouldn't they do it right now? It just makes too much sense, and because they are going to be putting a $60 price tag on this game, it would make sense if they added in a little bit more content. Now, as you guys know, for the 3DS games, they were all $40, and you got one region, and everybody was happy with that because at the end of the day, $40 wasn't too expensive for a relatively long Pokemon game. But considering they're putting a $60 price tag on this, they should probably add in a little bit more content just to make sure they can actually justify it. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is a Pokemon game, so everybody, including myself, is going to buy it no matter how much or how little content is going to be in it. But I still do think that they are going to be nice to us, especially because this is the first Pokemon game on Switch, well, first true Pokemon game on Switch. So I do think that we are probably going to end up seeing two regions. However, guys, let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below, because I am very interested in hearing what you guys have to say about this. Personally, like I said, even if we don't get to learn that much about the Pokemon War, and even if we don't play a role in the Pokemon War, it would still be cool if we got to visit the Kalos region again in HD and go around battling gyms and stuff like that. And hopefully, because once again, this is a $60 game, the Pokemon Company does throw us a bone and lets us go back to that other region, which a lot of people really loved. However, guys, once again, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Do you guys believe that this rumor is true? And do you guys believe that we are going to go back to the Kalos region and battle versus all the gyms? Or do you guys believe that we are going to play a more significant role and actually be a part of the Pokemon War? Once again, let me know in the comments. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, share, and like, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.